I'm telling you that what we've been hijacked, and it's
by what. So let's look at the hierarchy of other worlds. There's a theory going around, since we're not from the planet anyway, that there's a core group of people that have always been exposed, especially after World War II and the German Hitler regime. I don't know whether you agree with that or not. We talk about the Bilderberg group.
There you start with the blood groups. And what I'm going to, where did
well, there's so many that don't, I don't know that matters, to be honest with you, with the blood groups.
It matters.
You think the Bilderbergs, are they really pure bloods? And if so, we go back to J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter, with you being Albus Dumbledore, right? But, he was a half-blood, so the
what do you think
Illuminati.
The blue bloods were? Yeah, what do you think a blue blood is in terms of the Upanishads and Shiva? Now, there are things going on in this world I'm quite familiar with because I did the paranormal studies. For example, there are life forms that are not human that live among man. The first book on parapsychology was written by R.D.L. Lang, called The Secret Commonwealth of Elf, Faun, and Fairy. And that led to Findhorn. And my daughter, actually, when she was doing the solar eclipse, captured a fairy in her movie. And on closer inspection, it has wings. There is a movie by Pierce Brosnan called Nomads as a metaphor. Now, I'm going to say I have discovered life forms like Jim Morrison, 10 years old, when Montaigne died at the crossroads and crossed over to the other side. That consciousness, like the Dalai Lama, does not die. It passes on to a human being. And actually...
So do you think the bloodlines do have something to do with it then?
No.
With your Dalai Lama?
Do with alternate life forms that are in among humans, like lichen and werewolves. A friend of mine was down off the hill in Wolf Creek. Werewolf is back after 200 years. It's a legend up there.
Wow.
It's probably just some tweaker running around naked in the woods on drugs. Who knows?
Well, we only know what we experience, but we have to decipher what we experience. We have to take it in through our peripheral vision, I guess.
Everybody's truth is different. And I see things like shapeshifter. That was one of the things I did, like the Oregon Vortex. When I did the Oregon Vortex, I flew over the Oregon Vortex at 20,000 feet with an interferometer, and it was bending a light at 20,000 feet. Now, what bends light at 20,000 feet? A mini black hole. The Earth has ley lines and has been impregnated with the Bermuda Triangle and other kinds of anomalies that previous epochs used as ley lines. And the way you go in that direction, that's where all your churches are, and if you go in that direction over there, that's where all the bars are, etc. It is a metaphor in terms of groupthink. That's cybernetic anthropology again, by the way. We've been here before. The Clovis that they're unearthing down in Mexico that crawled out of a cave as Hopi, second ring, Navajo, they had spaceflight. You go over into France in the Cave of Dreams, and on closer inspection on that barbaric bison that's painted there, there's a star map with a little dot around it. You go further south down near Croatia, and that same star map is in reverse. And the only way you do that is in space. So you tell me.
You do believe there's other levels of life on this planet besides the human sentience, I guess, the Homo sapiens sapiens.
Bright. Yeah, the Bright. That
Men in Black International coming up. So Men in Black International is closer to the truth.
Yeah. I was a Man in Black, and I didn't get that suit. I'll tell you that. I didn't get that suit. Yeah.
Well, you and I both have a level of clearance. So we both had the Navy contact, and we both have been around aliens or had CE5. Okay, close encounter of the fifth kind.
When you say, are aliens real, the correct response is, how could they not be? When you say,
Yes.
what happened in Las Vegas, correct answer is everything you could imagine, and because that's the way it's playing now. The correct answer is that fence white or black? Yes. Anything you can imagine and more. It's true.
Well, we're going to have to learn about our entity relationships, not just with banks and commercial and industry, all that does take a part in our immediate processing of how the global world works. However, all the information in the future is going to be based on what we create. And I wonder if your level of controls with these entities, do you have any inside knowledge on the various levels?
Because I'll tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
In Jungian psychotherapy, control is a fantasy. And while Rothschilds and all might think they have control, watch what happens shortly with the American dollar.
Well, the level of entity
aside,
controls. Do you think so? There's outside entities, because being universal, and we know there's other universes.
Yeah. So there's this science fiction movie that is called Mercury Rising, something like that. Like Jerry Clark, and at the end of the movie, guy's interviewing the alien world, the universe's master, and the guy says it's about food chain. And Bob Dylan said it best: everybody's got to serve somebody.
Well, we're going to have to do an entity relationship diagram in our alienology. And I'd like you to assist. I'm very serious in one of your diagrams with your artists.
I'm not very knowledgeable in that. I have ideas, but I can tell you that the Dogon Society is a Dogon tribe. It's very interesting in terms of Laura Croft and some of the discoveries that she made in her journeys. That is all. Where I've been, I have seen things. I have no idea what they mean. And I know
let's
some
try
of them
to
are not
determine
even knowable.
the requirements. Well,
they're not even
we need to
knowable.
Help each other.
Because, but wait a minute. This is an important concept. They're not knowable at any concept. Like Simon says, you can go halfway to the door. You're focused on the door. It's about the journey.
Well, how can, on our journey, if we don't know the determination of the requirements for the information system, how are we supposed to conceive or draw or conceptualize? It's for those of us that can see, not to mention for those that can't see.
The correct answer on that is...
We have to have some attributions. Yeah.
The correct answer is yes. It's all of the above and more. Man.
Well, can you help us? Because you are
I'll do what I can.
Wizard you're the Wizard of ACO.
I'll do Harry Potter. I do not want to be Dumbledore. I will be one of the teachers. Hoorah.
Well, you're definitely you've got the looks and you've got the experience and expertise, and your role as our Dumbledore.
I'll do one side of yeah. But here's
You'll be
deal.
the dean of metaphysics for us.
There are
What's about a definable thing, a concept, isn't it? We're coming up with a concept for our authors and our readers and our fandom.
The problem that you're doing, the problem is about consciousness. It is a dream. And as long as you understand that, it's not about knowledge and growth like that. There's something else going on.
Conceptual, logical, physical, we have entity attributes. So the visual paradigm has what? Of the people are describing entities, whether they're in their lucid dreams, their dreams, in their daydreams, are they having a real reality, a response? Are they really seeing UFOs? Are they really seeing aliens? And some people say they're being taken right out of the tops of their cars or through walls. Are these other dimensions? And I've seen spacecraft with another dimension.
No. Yes and no. It's the only way the dream state can comprehend from its limited vocabulary and conceptual abilities. That's
So it's
why
a lot
God
like creating your own database, isn't it? We're going to have to create our own database for people to go through our
train the
club
mind
that's going to go through
so
metaphysics.
that it's used as a tool, not a given. You know, I train sales how to change a belief system like they would a pair of clothing. To go over to Iraq,
Well, we're going to need to do that.
get your king killed. I'm sorry?
We're going to have to do that. We're running out of time today, and it seems like we never have enough time with you. Just by the time I get warmed up, my mind catches up with yours.
I'm here. And what I wanted to say finally is, please, my only source of income is through my books. And buy my books and buy more of them, because there's lots more where that came from. And I'm as good as it gets in that arena. In fact, I'm good as it gets in several arenas. I am MacGyver. So I have a 9-volume encyclopedia.
Let's get them on Kindle, and these $2.99 is the popular. 70% of the world is buying the price of $2.99, and I think they get 24 cents of it. I don't know how long your sales will last out there, but $2.99 for a small PDF is what people are wanting out there. They're reading them fast. So we'll have to break your classes down and do weekly, possibly.
Yeah. And each
we'll
week,
just set up
I need
as many
an army of writers that would like to work with me in completing, just in agriculture, I have 360 PDFs. You can go to herbfarminfo.com. You can see 3 of them of 360.
Okay. And everything is on Richard. Tell them the name of your website before we run out of time here.
Yes, it's richardallenmiller.com. ALAN. richardallenmiller.com.
All right. So RICHARDALLENMILLER.com. richardallenmiller.com. And it says right on the top.
If you go to Facebook, I am Doc Ram Com.
DocRam.com, folks. Doc R-A-M.
Doc
Richard Allen
Ram
Miller, right?
Com. / There's no dot. Doc Ram Com. And I'm
Doc
also under.
R-A-M-C-A-N.
I'm also under Sustainable Lifeboats. I have 2 sets on Facebook, and both of those are daily blogs I do on my website.
Wow, you're a busy man. Richard Allen Miller. Okay, it's got DocRam.com. Yep, very good. Yes, I'm on DocRam.com right now. Is this your woods?
Freebie, yeah, on what I discovered each
like
week.
Doctor Who.
And I think it's important. Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at your face. Wow, you're really, even your Facebook's interesting.
Thank you,
check it out,
for
please.
this opportunity. I have been working a long time.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to pulling this together. Well, Dr. Ram, I have permission to put your links on all our websites we're building, right? Especially to get people in tune with metaphysics, esoteric.
If you have people like yourself that want to represent.
By the way, I've advertised in the first book for your website, and it's going in the second book too.
By the way, thank you.
Right.
Matt Painter is a great artist. I would like to use you on some of my cover art and book covers if you'd like. I could use a couple
that'd be
of
great.
good artists.
That could be arranged.
You're hired. I've seen your artwork.
That'll be all right. Well, thank you, Doctor, and we'll like to get back with you in a couple of weeks, at least in the next month, so we have at least one a month, preferably 2 a month,
why don't you
in
fly
your
out
radio archives.
I'll show you the Oregon beaches. You have to get there through the redwoods. And right now,
yeah, I'm going to have to come out there, and we're going to have a fall. Folks, if you want to join, when you have a place to entertain us in your woods, and we can stay at a bed and breakfast, or you've got to let us know how to do that. But we can talk about that in August next month, because we're out of time now.
Inn, and it's called Tap Rock. Take a look at Tap Rock, and that's where I do workshops here in Grants Fest.
When will you be doing one?
It's a 4-story log home right on the Rogue River.
All right. Well, we're going to hopefully do a webinar in Zoom across the country and set you up